You open this video because part of you already knows. You've tried. You've sat down, opened your books, pulled up your work, told yourself today is different. And then, somewhere between minute 3 and minute 12, something pulls you away. A notification, a thought, a feeling that maybe you should check just one thing first. And before you know it, 2 hours are gone, and you haven't done anything real. That's not laziness. That's not a character flaw. That's a brain that was never trained to focus. And today, that changes. Because here's what nobody tells you. Focus isn't a gift some people are born with. It's a skill. A trainable, buildable, science-backed skill. And by the end of this, you'll understand exactly how to build it. Let's talk about what's actually happening inside your brain when you try to work. Your brain has 2 modes. There's the focused mode, sharp, locked in, deep. And there's the default mode, wandering, distracted, noise. Most people who struggle to focus aren't failing at focus. They're just stuck in the wrong mode and don't know how to switch. Every time you reach for your phone out of habit, that's default mode winning. Every time you start a task and immediately feel restless, that's default mode pulling you back. And here's the brutal truth. The more you give in to that pull, the stronger it gets. Every surrender trains your brain to surrender faster next time. But every time you hold on, just a little longer, just a few more minutes, you build something. You build the muscle. Focus is a muscle. And like any muscle, it tears before it grows. So let's build it the right way. The first thing you need to understand is that your attention span isn't broken. It's just untrained. The average person switches tasks every 47 seconds, not minutes. Seconds? We live in a world that profits from your distraction. Every app, every feed, every notification is engineered by brilliant people whose entire job is to pull your eyes away from what matters. You are not weak for getting distracted. You are human. But you have a choice, and that choice, made consistently, day after day, is what separates the person who builds something real from the person who just watches others do it. Here's the shift that changes everything. Stop asking yourself if you feel like working. You will almost never feel like it. Motivation is a visitor. It comes and goes without warning. If you wait for it, you will wait forever. The people who get things done are not more motivated than you. They are more committed to action despite how they feel. They sit down. They start. They let the momentum build. Because here is a secret that every high performer knows. You do not find focus by thinking about focusing. You find it by starting. Action first, clarity second. Always. Now let me give you the actual science behind sustained focus, because this is where it gets powerful. Your brain operates in cycles. Roughly 90 minutes of high cognitive capacity followed by a natural dip. This is called the ultradian rhythm. Most people fight this rhythm. They push through the dip with caffeine and willpower, and then wonder why they crash by afternoon, feeling like their brain is wrapped in wet cement. Stop fighting your biology. Work with it. Here is the framework that makes 5 hours of focus feel effortless. Structure your focus in 90-minute blocks. Not 2 hours. Not 3. 90 minutes, then a genuine break. Not a scroll. Not a check. A real break. Walk outside. Breathe. Let your brain reset. Within those 90 minutes, your first 15 minutes are the ignition phase. This is the hardest part. Your brain resists switching modes. It's normal. Don't interpret resistance as inability. Just keep going. Push through the friction. Because at around minute 15 to 20, something shifts. The resistance fades. You enter what researchers call a flow state. Time moves differently. Output multiplies. Your brain stops fighting and starts flying. But you have to earn that state, every single time. Before each block, do one thing. Write down the single most important task for that block. Not a list. One thing. Your brain cannot deeply focus on multiple things at once. Multitasking is a myth. Every time you switch between tasks, you pay a cognitive switching cost. Your brain loses momentum. It takes up to 20 minutes to fully return to deep focus after an interruption. 20 minutes. That means one phone check doesn't cost you 30 seconds. It costs you 20 minutes of real work. Let that sink in. Your environment is either your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. If your phone is on your desk, even face down, even silent, studies show your cognitive capacity drops. The mere presence of the device pulls part of your brain away. Put it in another room, not on silent. In another room. Close unnecessary tabs. Tell the people around you that the next 90 minutes are non-negotiable. Build the container for your focus before you expect your focus to show up. Because here's what nobody talks about. Focus doesn't arrive when you're ready. Focus arrives when your environment demands it. Now let's talk about the fuel. Your brain is 3% of your body weight and uses 25% of your energy. Feed it wrong and your focus collapses before lunch. Most young people are running their most demanding cognitive hours on nothing but sugar, processed food, and dehydration. Water first, every morning. Before the phone, before the coffee, before anything. Your brain is roughly 73% water. Even mild dehydration causes measurable drops in attention, memory, and mood. Drink water like your goals depend on it, because they do. Avoid heavy meals before focused work. Your body diverts blood flow to digestion. That's energy taken directly from your thinking. Eat light. Stay sharp. Move before you work if you can. Even 10 minutes of walking increases blood flow to the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, planning, and focus. Movement is not a reward for finishing your work. Movement is preparation for it. And breathe consciously. Before you start each block, take 4 slow, deep breaths. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system. It signals to your body, we are safe, we are present, we can go deep. 4 breaths. It sounds too simple to matter, but neuroscience says it matters enormously. Now, here's what I need you to understand about comparison in time. You scroll and you see someone your age building a company, publishing work, getting results, and something inside you tightens. You feel behind. You feel like the window is closing. That feeling is real. But the story you're telling yourself around it is wrong. You are not behind. You are uninitiated. There is a difference. Being behind implies someone is ahead on the same path, but you are building your own path. And the only competition that matters is who you were yesterday. Every hour you spend in deep focus is an investment that compounds. 1 focused hour beats 5 distracted hours, always. The person who works 3 deep hours a day builds more than the person who sits at their desk for 12 hours checking notifications and feeling busy. Busy is not the same as productive. Movement is not the same as progress. You know this. You've known this. The question is whether you're willing to act like it. This is the moment. Right here. Not next week when your schedule clears. Not next month when you feel more ready. Not when life gets easier, because it won't get easier. It gets different. You get stronger. The people who are winning are not waiting for perfect conditions. They are building discipline inside imperfect conditions. They are showing up when it's hard. They are starting before they feel ready. They are choosing the work over the comfort, the grind over the scroll, the real over the easy. And slowly, day by day, they become someone different. Someone who doesn't need to negotiate with themselves every morning. Someone who sits down and starts. Someone who protects their focus like it's the most valuable thing they own, because it is. You have 5 hours in you. You have always had them. Not the distracted, scattered, half-present version of 5 hours, but 5 real hours. Deep, locked in, fully alive hours. The kind that move things. The kind that build things. The kind that, 1 year from now, you will look back on and realize were the hours that changed everything. Train your brain. Guard your attention. Own your time. Start today. Start now. Start.